Good afternoon, our Jube School friends, and welcome to Mindfulness with Music with Jennifer Buchanan. My name is Karen, and I am the Cultural Development Specialist at the Northern and Southern Jubilee Auditorium. What a job I get to do. So honored. I am a Caucasian person and I use the pronouns she and her. I have blonde curly hair that's pulled up on top and I have black glasses. I am currently sitting at my art table and behind me is a colorful mural created by 250 students. Carly.
Hi, my name's Carly. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator for the Jubilee Auditorium. My pronouns are she and her. I'm a Caucasian woman with longish brown hair that's pulled up on top. I'm currently sitting in my home office / bedroom. Behind me, you can see my bed. On my right, there's a nightstand with a lamp. And on my left, there's a bookshelf with a bunch of books and other art from Jube School. I'm wearing a purple sweater, brown glasses, and I'm so excited to see all of you. Jennifer, go ahead.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Buchanan. I'm a certified music therapist. My hair is very similar to Karen's today, where it's curly and blonde. I go by the pronouns she, her. And right behind me, I've got some books that are really important to me in a bookshelf in my office. And then beside me, I have one of my favorite things, which is a guitar, which I'm going to be bringing out shortly. And I'm just looking very forward to spending time with you.
Beautiful. Well, today we acknowledge the stories and the truths of the people who came before us. I'm grateful for the continued learning that I have from the land and from the Indigenous people who keep teaching us. We acknowledge that we are on traditional territories in Alberta of the many First Nations, Métis, Inuit, whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries. We also acknowledge the time we are in, the heaviness and the challenges we are all facing, are feeling, are surrounded by. So hopefully today, this is what you need to bring you some quiet.
I wanted to let you know, if you don't already follow us on social media, we're at Jube School on every platform, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, here on YouTube. Feel free to hit subscribe as well on YouTube so that you stay in touch with all of the events that we have coming up. As we go through with our workshop today, this is a video. So if you need to press pause, and I see that St. Boniface has already pressed pause, and that's great. Press pause, catch up, then join us when you're ready. It's all on your time. If you have any questions, or if Jennifer prompts with any questions, feel free to put them in the chat here on YouTube, and I will watch out for them and get them to Jennifer at the right time. Jennifer, it's all you.
Thanks. Well, as I was preparing for today, we're talking about mindfulness with music. And I want us to think more like mindful, like filling our mind with music today. And we're going to go through a few different elements. The very first one is, I am a certified music therapist, and I want to let you know what that means and where that all came from for me. When I was in grade 4, my grandfather got very sick, and he was placed in a hospital where nurses were looking after him, and a lot of good care was happening. But he was going to be there for a very long time. He was having trouble with speaking, and so we were no longer able to communicate. And it was during these times I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to talk to him. I wasn't feeling very educated on even how to act inside of a hospital setting. So I went over to what was really comfortable for me, which was a little television set. No different than some of us might go over to our PlayStation or play a game on our phones or something like that. But at this time, I went over to the TV and I was trying to tune in anything that I could tune into because I was uncomfortable. And it would be my granny that would come up to me and she would give me another option. I want to share my slides at this point before I tell you the rest of the story, because I want us to talk about tuning in, and I want to make sure that we can all see what this tune in concept means today. So it's a verb, and it means to make or become more aware, knowledgeable, and deeply connected. And that's what I needed to do with Granddad, but I wasn't sure how to do it because I didn't recognize this setting that we were talking about. And in front of you, what you see is an image of just a hospital room, or a hospital hallway actually, where there is a wheelchair sitting there, and it looks a little lonely perhaps. And that's how I was feeling when I was visit Granddad. But my granny's idea, it was, Jen, would you sing your granddad's favorite song? Such a simple request. And I had to learn it first because it was really, really old. I had never heard it before, but Granny made sure that I could learn it. So I came back the following week and I sat beside my granddad's bedside and I sang his favorite song. It was called White Cliffs of Dover, sung by a woman by the name of Vera Lynn, who just died at the age of 101 this year. She was remarkable, and it was just one of her most popular songs of the day. Very similar to the pop music today. She was the primary artist of that time, Vera Lynn. And the song went a little bit like this. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. And as I sang this song to Granddad, I would learn it was his favorite song and how emotional he got as he heard it, because some tears came down the sides of his cheeks. And perhaps you've been with someone where when they hear music, they begin to cry, or perhaps they put their arms around each other and just start feeling more connected. Well, we're going to talk about this a little bit more as we go through our afternoon together. But if you're interested in the music therapy part, this moment with Granddad was probably the beginning of me wondering why music affects us so much. And I was very lucky that I learned that there was this profession called music therapy where years later I'd be able to walk the halls similar to this one and go through and work with people for the majority of my life so far. The youngest person I work with is 2 months old. The oldest person I work with is 104. And from all different walks of life. If you're interested in learning more about music therapy, you can go and find that out at this website at musictherapy.ca. And that's where you can go and just learn about where you can go to school. Perhaps you're sitting there right now and you're thinking, that might be something I'm interested in. I certainly was by the time I was in grade 6, and I have never regretted this profession that I've been able to enter into. So now I've got a question for you. And if you feel comfortable putting your answers in the chat, I'd really appreciate it. I want you to think about all the music you listen to right now. The music you listen to when you go home, the music you listen to when you're listening into your headphones, the music you're listening to even in your head when there's no actual music playing, but you keep hearing the song over and over again. I want you to pay attention to that music, and I want you to answer the following questions. How would you describe it? What are the characteristics? Is it loud? Is it soft? Is it fast? Is it slow? And you can type all your answers into the chat box. How would you describe your music? And Karen and Carly, I'd love to know how you describe your music. What would you say?
For me, it's Karen. I would describe my music as often loud and fast, and occasionally slow and mellow, depending on the time of day and what I'm working on. I can also get very distracted with music.
Yeah. And if you were going to put a feeling to it, is it joyful? Is it melancholy? How would you describe your music? And everyone can keep adding into the chat how they would describe their music. What's the feeling that it might bring?
It brings me hope.
It's nice.
I can let you know that on the chat, we've had some words come up. So some of the descriptors so far have been fast, relaxing, and calming, as well as another fast. Seems like we all agree. Oh, upbeat just came in.
Oh, that's nice.
I would agree. I would also say fast. I also like steady is a great way to describe music I like listening to.
Yeah.
More words, exciting and energizing, slow and sad also are coming in the chat.
Oh, that's so terrific. And you know what's interesting is sometimes we feel that fast music isn't relaxing, but that's not the case. The music you listen to that relaxes you, no matter the speed, is relaxing music for you. It's going to be different for all of us. And so the music I might listen to at 8 o'clock in the morning is very different than I might listen to at noon or in the afternoon. But how we describe our music is often we already know what we need. So, if you know you need to feel relaxed, you're going to listen to music that relaxes you. I'm going to give a little bit more of the science, but before I do that, Carly, was there any more feedback coming in?
Yes, there was. So we have another slow, another soft, fast music, calm and soft.
Nice.
Depends, upbeat, and sometimes it's the birthday song.
Right? Oh, it's terrific. And it's sounding like everyone's listening to a variety. That's very, very healthy for all of us. Well, I'm going to put up this. Yeah, Karen.
Just so you know, we can, the slides, we can, instead of just seeing one, we see everything.
Okay.
So I know we were playing around with that earlier and we might have knocked our setting, but
that's okay. So how about if I do this, and I'm going to make it so it's a little bit more clear for everybody, so you don't have to look at everything. So we're going to do this. And just one sec.
Yeah.
Gonna try one more time. See, these are all our Zoom lives now, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is our Zoom live. Oh yeah, this will work way better. Look at that. How's that?
That's beautiful. Thank you.
See how gorgeous it is? It only took a second. So the next slide I want to show everybody, this is around the brain. So you're seeing the top of this brain and you're seeing all the different areas of the brain, from the prefrontal cortex to the motor cortex, visual cortex, all these different areas. But the point about this slide is that music is everywhere in our brain. It is a global brain process. Music doesn't just live in one place. It lives in a multitude of places. And the reason why that can be so important to our well-being and how we feel for health is because sometimes we're not always feeling good in one area of the brain, so we got to activate another area. Here's an example. I'm going to just show this one little piece of the brain, which is called our amygdala. And our amygdala is on fire when we are feeling stressed and worried. It's the one that makes us either want to run away, or it might make us want to feel a bit more in a fighty mood, and we get frustrated fast. But it also might be the one where we just want to begin to be very, very quiet. And perhaps some of you can relate to that, where you have just wanted to be quiet and everyone just to leave you alone. Or it might be that you are just feeling really frustrated and you might get angry at somebody, and you know you're not meaning to get angry at them, but it's almost like you can't help yourself. Those are the things that can happen when we're stressed out. And during this time of our lives, a lot of us are feeling this way. I certainly am. And it's that my amygdala is really acting strong right now. Well, there's something great that can happen when we listen to music that we love. So you were just thinking about all the music you like to go to. Well, what happens is we activate this other area of our brain called the hippocampus. And it's part of this bigger feelings that we can have. But it's also the place where we hold and begin to create and imagine, and we start putting memories together. Lots of things are happening in this hippocampus. And when that happens, all of a sudden, our amygdala isn't as busy because this whole other part of our brain becomes busier. And music can do that very quickly. It can get us distracted. It can make us feel good. It helps us feel more creative. And why is that important for us as students? Either students of life or students in school, is because it's much easier to make good decisions when we're not feeling really, really stressed out. And so music can help us make good decisions. They can also help us feel very productive at school. It's easier to get our homework done. It's easier to get an assignment done. It's easier to have a new idea that excites us. And so just listening to music for even 5 minutes, one song even, that inspires us, can help us with that next activity that we have to do. That's important to do, especially around schoolwork. Well, I sent out a handout at the beginning of our time together, and it's around music for mood. That's going to be the activity. So this is what your handout should look like. So if you've got a moment, if you can just have the handout in front of you and a pen or a pencil or some colors, whatever you want to look at. And teachers, I'm going to have you do this exercise too at the same time. I think this is good for all of us. This is an all ages thing. And this is also something you could take home and you could ask parents to fill out or siblings to fill out, because this is going to be healthy for all of us to do. And what I would like you to start with is I'd like you to think of a typical day. You know, I know the days have been a little unusual lately, but they're becoming a bit more typical, you know, a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And I just want you to hold on to that day. And then as you're looking at the graph in front of you, on the y-axis, the one that goes up and down like this, there are 3 categories. The one at the bottom says my not so good self. Then in the middle is my average self. And then at the top is my best self. The reason why I didn't put, happy at the top and sad at the bottom is because we all describe our not so good self or our average self very different from one another. So for me, my best self at the very top would be that person that does feel very optimistic, hopeful, just like Karen was saying about her music earlier. That's my best self, is hopeful and optimistic, and also very productive. I get a lot of things done when I'm my best self. My average self is when I feel kind of chillaxed. I feel good. There's nothing really wrong. I feel sometimes calm can land in there. So you can describe your own average self. And then at the bottom, the my not so good self, that can look like a whole bunch of things. So words like totally overwhelmed. Sometimes I cry, in that place, and I don't even know why I'm crying, but I just feel like I need a good cry. My not so good self's really, really tired, and I don't want to hang out with people very much. So that's how I identify my not so good self. So I want you to put your own words to it. And then at the bottom, we have basically a timeline throughout the day. So from left to right, we wake up, then we have mid-morning, then we have noon, then we have mid-afternoon, then we have dinner, then we have bedtime. And during the day, our feelings go up and down. We know that. All our feelings go up and down. When you wake up, where would you plot your graph? Where would you say you are? Are you your best self? Are you your average self? Or are you not your best self? So I'm going to show you what my day looks like, and then I want everybody to do their own day, whatever it is for you. My graph will quickly show you that I'm a morning person. I wake up, I feel hopeful and optimistic. My husband, not so much. He wakes up and he's just really disappointed he had to do that. So he's way at the bottom of the wake up in the morning. So I want everyone just to plot wherever you will be during your day. And if you have any questions about this part, you can just type it in the chat, and Carly's going to let me know if you've got any questions. Because once you plot your graph, I'm going to have you tie it all together like this. And again, you can use different colors that you want to use. You could even do a different graph for Saturday and a different graph for Wednesday and a different graph for Tuesday, something like that. But this is going to give you an idea of the rhythm of your day. And there's a reason why I'm doing this today. That's going to link right into how to pick our music. But before we go there, Carly, are there any questions?
Not yet.
Great.
Just waiting to see if there are any, but I'll let you know.
Perfect. That's terrific. So if we have it like this, the next step, and this is the really important step, I want you to think about the place in your day where you feel you need a bit of difference, a shift, in order to make your day better. Here's my example. At dinner time, I'm not feeling very good. I'm feeling that tired I was telling you about. And I'd like to not feel tired. I'd like to feel a bit better. I'd like to feel calmer or at peace. So I'd like you to circle which place, and only pick one for today, that you would like a bit better. Is it first thing in the morning? Is it before you go to bed at night? Is it around lunchtime? Or is it like me, around dinner time? And everyone can just circle their place that they want to improve. And sometimes it might be at nighttime where you don't need to improve your mood. You're needing to relax a little bit and come down from your best self to your average self just so you can sleep. So it's going to be different for everybody. And this is what we do next. What we're going to do is go, what feeling do you need? I'm going to put some examples up at that spot. So during dinner time, do I need fun? Do I need to feel more rest or calm? Do I need to feel ease? Do I need to feel energy? Do I need to feel safe? Do I need to feel inspiration? Do I need to feel love? I want everyone to think about what you need in that place of your day. And if you feel comfortable sharing some of your words into the chat, that would be wonderful. But I'm going to ask Karen what she needs and at what time of day she needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I picked my wake up time. I said my average self. So I was relaxed, calm, kind of chill, kind of like, okay, here we go. Get ready, buckle in. So I thought at that time of day, I needed smooth energy or to slowly get me going.
Right. So you want to be a little bit more than what you are already, just so you can get through your day a little bit better. I like that a lot. Smooth energy is a good one. Yeah. That's really, really great. I would say at dinner time for me, I'm needing a bit of inspiration because I'm often feeling tired, and I feel that inspiration's going to help me at dinner time. Yeah, so if everyone can pick their word of what they need, because this is the next step. That's going to be the name of your special playlist. That's your special playlist. So you're going to make a smooth energy playlist of 3 or 4 songs that make you feel that way every time you hear them, Karen. And then you're going to play those songs at that time of day. I would love to hear the name of other people's playlists that they need. And again, you can keep putting them in the chat box. So the different name. Carly, do you have a name of a playlist you feel you need at a time of day?
Yeah. Also, dinner time is a struggle for me. So I think structure is the word that I had picked. Structure in that moment would help me, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
I did get one of the students shared their word. So what their playlist will be, and their word is enthusiasm.
Oh, that is such a good word. Oh, see, and it's important we match because music and feelings are so connected. And it's important we pick a feeling word and then add the music into those certain feelings that we have. So, and if any more words come, Carly, just feel free to share. I've put up one of my favorite quotes, which is, music may not make you a genius or rich or even a better person, but it perhaps helps to train you to think differently and to process different points of view. And that comes from a woman by the name of Joanne Lipman in an article that was written called "Is Music the Key to Success?" And it's just that that music may not do some of these things we are wanting it to do so desperately, but it can help us feel different, and it can help us do that really quickly. Carly, did you say there was somebody else?
Not yet, but I did just put it out to the chat to find out what the rest of the playlists are.
That's great. Looking forward to hearing some of those. Well, what I thought, nothing gets us thinking about music quite as much as actually making some music together. And I thought today perhaps we could sing a bit. And where this is coming from is when I was in grade 2, I can remember Mr. Trudia coming to our class. And the reason why he's so memorable for me is because a lot of the teachers at the time played piano and we sang in choir and we did all these wonderful music moments together. But what he did differently is he came and he just brought a guitar and he sat on the piano bench and he sang us really, really grown-up songs, like songs from the 1970s, because I'm like a lot older than everybody here. But they were all the songs that were popular in the day. And it was very nice to be able to learn about some of these songs. One of the songs he sang was called One Tin Soldier by a band by the name of Coven. And I can remember singing that song. It was around Remembrance Day. And it became a song that I remembered all the words to for the rest of my life. Well, I was trying to think of what could we sing today that brings about some of these feelings of connection that I know we all love to have. And I thought, why don't we sing a little bit of Count on Me by Bruno Mars today? And I've put the words out in front just in case you're needing some support in that. And I also have my guitar in front of me. And I know we're all muted right now, but I don't want you to be afraid to sing out loud. I want you to sing with your class, sing with your teachers. And if you don't know it, feel free to just hum. Humming's so important, and it also has a really scientific reason why we hum. When we hum, it affects our vagus nerve, and that automatically helps us to relax. So humming's a really, really good thing for us to do as well. Or if you just want to listen. Listening is not lazy. Listening is not passive. Listening is also very busy and very good for our brain too. So, here we go. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Let's do that all again. Oh, that's what friends are supposed to do. I hope we're feeling friendly. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. Here we go, everybody. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. 'Cause I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. That's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Oh, that's what friends are supposed to do. I would love to know what some of your favorite songs are right now. And again, you can start putting some of your favorite songs into the chat. The ones that make you feel connected, the ones that make you feel happy, the ones that make you feel like that sense of hope and optimism. That's what our world is needing right now. And I know sometimes we're not feeling that way, but maybe music can help us a little bit. I don't know if you saw a bit on social media, and maybe it's something you can look at later. But there have been many examples of people singing in community, like out of their windows and in the streets, and just erupting into songs that mean so much to them. And it helps people just feel that word connected that we're all looking forward to. Well, I've
Jennifer,
got another. Great.
I've got some playlist names for you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We've heard happiness, excitement, energy, optimistic, bubbly, and energy.
Oh, that's so great. So again, just for everybody that's putting together the name of your playlist, the next step is to find 3 or 4 songs that make you feel that way. So you need 3 or 4 songs that make you feel bubbly, 3 or 4 songs that make you feel happy. And you put those into your playlist, and they're just special for you. The songs that we pick best for us are not always best for everybody, but it's still nice to share what they are. And I hope that you're going to talk about music with your classmates as to the songs that make you feel a certain way. That's another way to connect, is even just talking about music. Oh, that's great. That's great. Any other questions?
One of the students from Light of Christ, or 2 of them now, have shared. 3 of them, are sharing their songs. So we've got Pumped Up Kicks, Shape of You, Out of Love. Yes. Those are the ones so far that have come up, songs that make them feel their word.
So great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much for that. Karen, do you have a favorite song?
Oh, I go back. I quite often listen to the Indigo Girls.
Me too.
I'm quite fond of them. So any of their music.
Like Closer to Fine.
Closer to Fine, yeah. Shame on You.
Great.
Those songs all about, moving forward and moving through the muckiness and giving you strength, resilience.
Right.
I love music like that.
Yeah, me too.
I've got a long list coming in on YouTube. Do you guys want to hear them?
Yeah.
Okay,
this is exciting.
24 Karat Magic, Lean on Me, I'm Still Standing, Savage Love, Dance Monkey, Watermelon Sugar, Anything by ABBA, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Under Pressure, Roar, Rain is the Good Thing, Savage Love, Fishy on Me song by Jason Mraz. I hope I said that right.
Mraz,
Mraz, yes. Okay. Are You Crazy? Wendy, By You, Mood, Stand By Me Again, and 10,000 Reasons. This is an intensive playlist. Good work, that class.
you know what's really exciting about this is also it's coming from a variety of decades, right? And I'm really loving this about the younger generations right now. Their spectrum of music listening is vast. They're listening to music that their parents listen to, their grandparents listen to, but they're also have so many new additions to add in. So it's exciting to hear that. So again, just to really reinforce for everybody, it's about matching the music to your mood so you can use music to help you get through some of the tough things, but also celebrate with you when things are great. Music's a wonderful way for us to celebrate. So I brought one more song for us to sing to, and it was one of the ones that was just mentioned. This is by a man by the name of Bill Withers from 1972. But some of you may have heard that there was a new version that just came out this year. Bryan Adams was leading that to put out another version of Lean on Me. And I hope you're going to feel comfortable to sing with all of your classmates today. And if you can join me on the chorus, I've just put one verse up today, but I'm going to sing a couple of verses. And then if you could join me on the chorus, I'd really appreciate it. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Help me out, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you don't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean. Just humming. Here we go. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Thanks everybody for singing with me today. That's pretty terrific. It was only 500 years ago when the stage was created, where we had performers versus audience. Before that, everyone just made music together. And I'm hoping we can continue making music together just because it helps us feel good. And if you're out there right now and you think music therapy sounds like something interesting to look into, please again just visit that website, musictherapy.ca, or you can always send me a note. I also put a note in the chat in YouTube, and I will look through your notes later and we'll make sure that I connect with you. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. And I am open to any more questions you have.
That's awesome, Jennifer. Thank you. If you turn off your screen share, I can pull us up and we'll see if there's any more questions.
That is a great one.
So great. Perfect. Thank you everyone so much. Carly, were there any final questions?
Not yet. There was some appreciation for Bill Withers, though. Lena Kind is letting us know that she loves Bill Withers, and that's her favorite song. I just got a comment saying, Jennifer, we loved singing with you, and we appreciate you, Jennifer. So 2 separate comments letting you know your work was appreciated today.
Oh, good.
How lovely. We are going to take all of our words from today. So the words you use to describe the music you listen to and the feelings and things like that. And we're going to create a poem around our music. And we will share that out to everyone. So this would be our 3rd collective poem that we've created together. So we'll send that out. Jennifer, thank you so much for being here with us and singing with us and teaching us. A bit of mindfulness is so needed in a day like today.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for joining us. We will see teachers on December 1st for a few more strategies on keeping mindfulness in the classroom. And we'll also have a few more announcements on future programs for the classroom that will be held just like this, free for everyone to participate. So we'll keep you up to date on what's going on with Jube School. Have a great day, everyone.